All right, on today's episode, a customer bought a fully machined block from somewhere else. I don't know where they got it from, and wanted me to inspect it, make sure everything was in tolerance, before we balanced the rotating assembly and all that jazz. So it's got some problems. We're gonna check some stuff, and this video is actually for the customer because they want to see it on camera. So we're gonna check everything, and we're gonna tell you about what we find. So this is a brand new 6.2 block from Chevrolet, still in the packaging, and just for reference. So, I mean, this bore gauge is set dead at 4 and 65 because they bored that 6.0 to 4 and 65. And I mean, you can see this factory block might be 1/10 small, maybe 2/10 small. So that's just for reference, and then we're going to go back to this one. So right there at the top is 2.5 too big, and then we go down in the bottom, and it's about 1.5 too big. So it's got a thousandths taper top to bottom, and then in the middle, yeah. It's about just a little over 1/1000ths in the middle, and they all that way. That's 2.5. So if you put some pistons for 4 and 65 in them holes, they're gonna be flopping around like a Pentecostal church meeting. So that's just half the problem. So it was supposed to be bored, decked, and line honed. So let me spin it around. So obviously the caps ain't never been cut, and I can actually see the bearing part number still in the cap. So it ain't never been line honed. And if you look, zoom in right here. So they have sprayed the inside of this block with Cash Blast to cover up the rust, I assume. And this actually got, the whole face is covered in Cash Blast. And there's Cash Blast all over the main saddles. So, and the bolt heads is all rusty. So obviously the block come from up north, I'm sure. So yeah, it's got a lot of problems, but when stuff sounds too good to be true, 99% of the time it is. And they told me what they paid for it, and the price they paid, you couldn't even got the work done here, much less a block included. So, I knew it wasn't gonna be no good before it ever got here, but just be aware, this is the kind of stuff, and if you don't measure it, you don't know what it measures. I mean, you'll never know, and then you'll have a mess after you get started. So anyway, there it is. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe.